Hello and welcome to the Hastings Railway Expo, where I'll be walking you through both day 1 and 2 of the show. So here we are on day 1, walking to the main foyer. I'll just say real quickly, I'm walking you through the layouts and what there is to be seen. So right here is a crate micro layout with a little TR running around. So it's an NZR based micro layout, which I thought was pretty cool and unique. Moving on to this one here, this one was also pretty cool. It's like a bush railway. Quite like the driver, him having gum boots and the black singlet, which is pretty Kiwi. Also with the bucket hat. Yeah, it was quite a neat looking little layout. Wasn't too much going on. It's nice and simple. It does what it's meant to do. Thought that was pretty neat. And this is also quite a nice one here. It's just a little automated one, went back and forward. Yet again, nothing too much for this, but still quite neat and efficient. Also, I'm just going to say real quickly, I'm sorry about half the shots if they're pretty meh. There's heaps of people and it was really busy. So this is a O gauge, sorry, not an HO. This is an O gauge layout of NZR, as you can see. This is a foul locomotive. These were seen climbing the Rimatakas. Just listen to it. Pretty neat, isn't it? So, like I said before, these used to climb the Rimataka hill. So these were usually seen with passenger trains or freight trains. The railway doesn't exist anymore. It is now just a bike track. You can go along that bike track if you please, and where the railway is now, it just goes through that whole hill. I thought it was pretty cool that we get to see New Zealand rail modelling in O gauge. Moving on to HO scale, I believe this is S scale NZR. You see little L class running around there. This is set in when New Zealand was being built, either really early 1900s or late 1800s here. So this is pretty cool. Also, stupid, useless fact, the fences you see there are made out of full wood. They used to pile them into the ground and then bore holes out of them and just thread the wood through them. As we come around to the other side, we'll see what was known as the biggest, craziest thing that ever came out at the time, called wire fencing. For some reason it was just a big hit and it was everywhere since. I mean, you still see it today all over New Zealand. You see wire fences everywhere. Here you see them there along the hills. This was an amazing layout. I absolutely loved it. The guy who made it was incredible. Incredibly talented, and he knew what he was doing and he knew every little bit of detail. Even things such as, like on the wire fences, how it's got the angle bracing on some of them, as you'll see coming up. There should be a little triangle shape there, right there in the middle of the screen there. He's actually saying livestock would used to run up that and jump over the fences. So now you've got your corner bracing, which goes halfway up the fences in today's time. Moving on to a 009 layout. This is also very incredible. This is my first time seeing a 009 layout. I was just blown away. I couldn't believe how amazing it was and how detailed the locos were. Everything, it just blew me away, like everything. This is obviously in work in progress, but as you can see just off these shots, it looked good. And even the loco running around there looked it looks amazing. Like, that looks incredible. The detail, the weathering, even the scenery, it was amazing. You see here, I believe these are called Fairleys, these locos. That was amazing, that locomotive. He actually stopped the other one and got that one going for me. He'll do that shortly in this video. Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. It was amazing. So you see the points there are set for him on the main line. He should be going soon. So you going? Yeah, there he goes. Incredible locomotive, incredible layout. I'd love to see this when it's fully finished. See me trying to be scenic. Around here, this is where the scenic part of the filming kind of got better. Just waiting for it to come around there. Absolutely love that layout, and there you can see the size of it there. Not very big, but it's still very efficient. So here we got some 3D printed Marklin and early Triang stuff, and some cast lead soldiers figures. I don't know what you would say. You see an 88 seater there, that rail car. But I was amazed at how much stuff was here. I believe this is one of our club members. You see a waka up there as well. This was an automated tramway. Couldn't get to see it run again. I had to stay with my layouts, which I'll get to very soon as the video goes on. But this I've seen at many other shows. There's always a next time, so next video that I bring out, hopefully we get to see that running. Now for the collection of Marklin locos and layouts, sorry. There was lots of Marklin layouts here. This is one of the nicest. It wasn't my favourite one there, my favourite Marklin one. There was two that I liked a lot. This is just a neat one that shows all the older stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. This was pretty nice to see, you know, seeing the older Marklin buildings and the older Marklin locos and rolling stock and trees and everything. I just thought it was pretty cool, you know, you got to see all of this on one layout. So that was different. Here's another one that's kind of representing that. So you got a loco passing through there. Oh, loco actually derailed in there later on. I didn't get it on video or anything. Apparently it was really hard to get it out, like it was really stuck in there. Moving on to another really simple one, but still really efficient and very eye-catching for the kids. Something about that figure 8 got the kids really drawn into it, and I thought that was pretty neat. You know, like, as you see here, neat little steam locomotive going around, pretty cool. Got hills either side, get a tunnel, a fast train down the bottom. It's definitely going to bring in someone. And then you got a nice little narrow gauged railway here. Thought this is also pretty neat as well. Wish I talked to the guy about his modelling style, because I thought it was pretty cool. So you've got one more pass of the loco, kind of at standing level. His old mate rides off on the back of the train. We move on to one of our club members' layouts. This is Errol's Marklin layout. And I was actually intrigued by a few things on this one when I was filming this. That locomotive, it's actually quite a really detailed locomotive. It's a bit hard to see on film, but that was amazingly detailed. this commute unit, I think it is, having that centre powered unit, I thought that was pretty cool. And the locomotive pushing the train on the middle loop, I guess on the lower level, would say. I thought that was pretty neat. See, there's a very well made layout, very well decorated. No, not decorated. Very well, he's done very well with the scenery. That's what I was going to say. Very well with the scenery. It's really nice layout. I like that little bit there on the end there where the two bottom loops go underneath the top layer and they cross in and out of each other. I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, and that little slip tunnel there, that was pretty cool in my opinion. Moving on to one of very few British layouts, and this one was one of my favourites a while ago. When I remember first seeing it, it was just that middle section between the two stations and the bridge. But since then he's added on the two dog bone corners, so we see you got a rail car coming through here. He actually slows down to come into the station, and it's actually automated, which kind of didn't really think about up until, you know, I thought, you know, it used to be a back and forward layout, and it's like, oh yeah, it kind of makes sense now. So you see you got a class 20 black 5 down there. Pretty neat looking station. I thought that was pretty nice in that little industrial area. That goes around into the little township and the little lock boats going over the track. That was pretty neat in my opinion. Just going around into the township here. It was very well laid out. Couldn't think of any, you know, any other way you could have made that work. Around here there's a neat little station which I thought was pretty cool. Actually going to use that for an idea for a future layout. There's that rail car, just goes around through the valley there. Comes back around past the station. I thought it was originally going to stop there, but it blasted straight through, as you can see. Going over that viaduct, which I think is pretty cool. Going past the second station, which was the end of the line until this part here. Goes into that tunnel. I snuck around this guy. And it's going around the dog bone now, through another little township, which this is probably one of my favourite parts of the layout now as well. Looks really neat. And on that sign back there, it did say that it was for sale. No idea if the guy did sell it. If I had the money, I definitely would have got it, because I like this layout a lot. I think that's a Britannia and a Class 33 there. Now moving on to a very unique Meccano layout. It's not really much of a train, it's more like train-shaped vehicles going around a guided road, but it's still, you know, still something. Looks really neat when you see everything and how it works, you know, as I got everything there. I thought that was pretty neat, how the wheels drive all of that. And even that little bit there, I thought that was pretty cool. I just don't understand how, like, it doesn't just drive off. Goes around, as you see there's another part back there which I wish I filmed, but I didn't, sadly. So I was only just making it up this hill. And then it just goes Mach infinity down the other end, as you'll see. Going through that little Meccano tunnel and round the turntable. And that leads us into day 2. Welcome to day 2 of the show. This is in the actual Chevelle room, which is where we are in. This is my mate's layout, Markland layout, also one of our club members, Wayne. absolutely amazing layout. He's done a very good job on this and built it surprisingly quickly in the amount of time he had. The whole time that this was running, he had 3 locos going around. I believe the bottom level was automated and the top one just kept going round and round and round. Oh yeah, he also had a little like, you know, like almost like a Where's Wally thing, but like, you know, it's like, oh, can you find the little pink bird? Can you find the man in the trash bin? You know, like things like that. I think after that goes in the tunnel, yeah, here comes the crocodile. Always like a good crocodile. I think they're a really good looking locomotive. Always been fascinated with them. Moving on to Wayne's other layout, this is a Southern Railway HO scale layout, which I absolutely love, especially that back corner over there. I don't know what it is, going down that back straight there and going around that corner, coming up into this part here. I just love. So you can see is it a constellation? I think that is. Just sitting there. That sadly couldn't run. Same with the 6-axle locomotives. They had problems going over some of the corners, so limited to 4 axles, sadly, but it's better than nothing at least. We're just coming up to my favourite part on the railway. From this corner going round onto this bridge, I don't know what it is, but seeing that and shooting the gap through there, it just looks neat. I absolutely love it, and that little industrial area, like the track, the main line is higher than that little industrial area, and seeing that elevation and height, it's pretty cool. And all through here, because you can do switching, and I've done switching on his layout while we've had trains running on main line. Absolutely incredible layout. He's done a very good job with this. Hate to see it go if it does. Now I got one more shot here before I actually rolled off, I believe. So the next layout. This is also quite a neat little spot here, just shooting this corner through here. Alright, I believe we are moving on, unless I do one more shot. See a little coaling station there, which I thought was pretty cool. Another little industrial area there. Fun fact, those gates are actually automated to open and close on a button, which is pretty cool. Along with all the switches and all of the signals. See the tin rail there. Oh, yes, my suitcases. So you see my little sentinel running around there in my now almost fully complete layout. I just need to get some better trees and fences in there. And then my nan's suitcase, when she came across from Holland, this is what she had. This obviously needs a lot of work. Yep. Moving on to my friend's layout, and also he is in the club as well, Xander, Zen scale layout. You see he's got a whopper of a triple header train on there. I think it was 20 cars long. If you want to count, you can. I'm not going to because I need to, you know, do commentary. Fun fact as well, the third loco in that consist, the Southern Pacific SD50, was mine. Now it is in his possession, and he absolutely loves it. So Xander, if you're watching, you're welcome, and you got a nice little loco there. Please look after it. And also I'm going to mention his railway as well. So it was I believe it was a Scenics railway track plan, which has been heavily modified. He's added the branch line on the far right, and he's added an extra siding along the front. So now there's 3 sidings and an extra branch line compared to no branch line and 2 sidings. Oh yeah, there's the caboose that decoupled, I forgot about that. Oh, and he's also added the little industrial area there on the left. Just up above that there, you can see the rolling stock in the top right there, in that little industrial area. Thought that was a neat little shot of the train shooting through the tunnel there. huge train. I was surprised that one of the locos could have pulled all of that, but we chose all three because it looked cooler. Here's my grandfather's new layout. He's also a club member as well. It's called Hatch's Halt. To, you know, I guess it's in a way on thanking Wayne for helping with the wiring of the layout, so he named the layout after him. You see his little terrier running around there, absolutely neat little loco. His 3D printed coaling tower there, that's also pretty neat. You know, a few little problems at the start, but, you know, sorted them out really quickly and it started going really, you know, very well. Really nice little layout. Here's something different, TT scale. Only two locos you'll see on here is an HST Intercity and lots of A4s, and an A3, a singular A3. See an HST hauling it down through here. I like this little bit here, just that little bit where the trains can go underneath the main line. I reckon that's a neat little spot there. I have a video of them shooting the gap through there. I thought that was cool. See, there's that A3 there. I was surprised on how small it was, but how large it can be. I guess it almost like adds like the sense of N scale mixed with, you know, the size of HO. So you can have large layouts with smallish looking things. So you got Mallard up there with the Mark 1s. That I believe was Falcon driving around, that one there. And the bottom one I cannot remember what it was called. I'd love to see more TT scale locomotives. No idea if there's more. I think there's a Class 08. Don't quote me on it, but I believe there is. I'd love to see more diesels, you know, like Class 30s, 33, sorry, Class 37s, Class 20s. I like to see Black 5s. I like to see pannier tanks. You know, it'd be nice to see this in TT scale. I think I need one more shot of here it comes. I think this is the last shot of the A4s. Thought that was a pretty cool shot there. And going through the station there, I thought that was pretty cool. I like that a lot. Moving on to the tin rail, here we go. Very fast, very quick, very nice, very shiny old Hornby tin rail. I mean, I don't need to say much really. It's just really nice to see the old tin rail stuff. You know, schools class there. It's amazing that these boys preserve these locomotives and rolling stock and tins, mind you. Those are very old tins, you know, spaghetti, cookie, I think even bread tins maybe, I don't know. A lot of old, really old tins and locomotives. It's really neat to see all of this stuff here. There was a few hiccups that happened. One of them was they put a new loco on the inside loop and they forgot what controller did what, and they chose the wrong one, and they sent, thankfully it was on the outside inside loop, if that makes sense. Second one out from the inside, and it went off the track and went sideways and ploughed into one of the tins, which was kind of funny, but it happened. Thankfully everything was okay. This was one of my favourite layouts at the show. This is an NZR one again. This is Bush Railway stuff, so you've got a climax there, I believe that is, yeah. You've got an A-class in the shed there, and I believe that's like a little Hudsill, I think, or something. I don't know. Oh no, those are the climaxes there, are they? Yeah. I think, I don't know, I can't remember. Cogged, geared locomotives, changed, whatever, yeah. Right, let's talk about what's driving around here. So this is a Oh, sorry, Heisler. No, this is a climax. I'm remembering the Heislers are the ones that have the cylinders that go in a V shape. I remember now. Right. Anyway, this is a climax going round. Empty log train. I got more videos at the end of this that are of the melee, which is around the corner here, which I just absolutely drooled over. Absolutely love it. I actually got to see this in person at Glenbrook. I would love to see it again. This I don't even know what it is. I think it's just some sort of shay. Some sort, I don't know. Never seen that ever. And that's inside the timber mill. Oh yeah, mind you, it's based on a place called 3 Mile Bush. So it's pretty neat. It's based in the 50s. We should have that climax coming back through soon. Kid's head's in the way. Don't blame him. I'll be eager to see the train yet. You can see the headlight come around. That's what I like about these kind of layouts. You get to see, you see them before you actually properly see them, if that makes sense. Everything here has been scratch built. All the locomotives, all the rolling stock, it was all scratch built, made out of brass and plastic and other materials of some sorts, but I just gotta appreciate the work that this guy's put into it. And I'll love to see it at more shows. I absolutely love this layout. It is, if not one of my favourites. Like, if it's not my favourite, it was one of my favourites at the show. See there, like, this is the detail. It's so New Zealand bush. It's incredible. You got a little, like, skid side up there, which I thought was pretty neat. You got the hauler there. Going around there. Oh, there's a little fire that happened on the grass here. Got a little bridge, which I thought was pretty neat. Little river. Yeah, burned a bit of the fences you can see there, which is not too good. They've got the fire truck out there. Yeah, got a DSA, I believe that is, or a TR of some sort. I think it is. I think it's a TR. Yeah, it looks like a TR. I'm just going to say it's a TR. Correct me in the comments if I am wrong. I believe it is. Got an engine shed being built there. That line brings you back to the main engine shed, which is pretty cool. Moving on, this is, I believe, Hamburg. N-scale layout. Measurement 1:1 in that section there. Obviously the curves from inside the station to the main line there are not realistic, but it's meant to be shown like that, not, obviously inside the whole module. So you see you got a shuttle train going back and forward there, you got the passenger train going through and the freight train coming back out there again. Now going a big loop to come back around and out again. I thought this is a pretty cool layout. Love the look of it. It was made very well. Props to the guy who made it, because it's practically 1:1. There's the freight train again, and that shuttle train again. Passenger trains in the station. That should be going very soon. There it goes. Should be going out very soon out of that tunnel. There it is. Very nice layout, very nice, locomotives and rolling stock, very nice scenery and detailing and weathering. Moving on to another O-gauge NZR layout, that is a B class with a whole bunch of freight wagons. I like this one as well. This was just a back and forward layout. This is based in a place down south. If I can remember, it was called, what was it? Not Bulls. Can't remember. Something near the lines of that. It was a really nice looking layout. You see a DSA with the train there. There's that B class again. Thought that was pretty neat seeing that going up and down the track. Another shot of it again. I actually have quite a few shots of it. I thought it was a pretty neat loco. Got lots of shots. I believe the next shot should be of a WE. Yep, here's the WE. This was quite a neat looking loco, and it was very well built. All of these, mind you, as well, were scratch built as well. Here's some Lego NZR. This was incredible. I love the AB in the front there, and the F class and the K class there. Those were awesome. And that crane, that was incredible. And moving on to the module, this was very awesome with the V class there. I loved it. I want it. I think I might need to make this next. I have New Zealand rail stuff, so I might need to do this. You see an Einstein and Copel engine there. I believe that's based off Bertha, which is at Motat. Some really nice looking LA6 wagons there, and a steamroller, a traction engine. Moving on along off that and coming to one of our other club members' layouts. It's like a little narrow gauge logging company with the little porters. That one's pretty neat. It's like a little it's the one with the tender in a way, if you guess. Moving back to the 3 mile bush layout. What is this one? Oh yeah, can't remember what these ones are called. Cannot remember, but this was a very unique looking locomotive. Sadly, none of these are still around in New Zealand, well, from what I know of. Yeah, that was going around quite nice, and I think the Goose was going around the little bush tram. Moving on to the L scale stuff. I think this is L or G scale. I believe it's G. This was pretty neat. I mean, every show that I've been to, these boys have been here with all their stuff. So you got some pretty neat looking trains here. You got the spaceship over there. Few fat passenger trains and freight trains. There's the crocodile. That thing is awesome. You got a little silver rag running around there, which is pretty neat. And that had a mixed freight passenger train. Yeah, crocodiles hogging up that whole line there. I wish I got to see this run. Sadly, they didn't run it today. Or today, I say. They didn't run it at all that day. And the day before they didn't as well, which sucked a lot. You see here, there was a lot of people everywhere, which is good for shows, but when you're the one behind the camera, it's not really that good. See, I got that rag coming back again. I thought it was unique being in silver. I never seen this before. Very interesting. Moving on from that, we move on to the big Markland layout. This one was also automated. You got a train out, and there were signals set everywhere, and if you came up to a red signal, the locomotive would stop, which is pretty cool. and also down the bottom there's a little crane that the kids could play with and take containers off boats and put them onto that train down there. You can see the train stopped there. Oh, and there it goes again. That was perfect. So it's also based on what locomotive is in what section. So there's a locomotive down the bottom there. So he's going to go along to a point where he's going to be clear of the first section, and then he's going to go off again. Which I wanted to wait there to see it go. You see I was eager for it to go. And then I decided to move off. And then it started going. Which annoyed me a little bit, but yeah. Life goes on. See the party trains in the background there? I think it's another train coming through here. It's one of the diesel hydraulics, I think they were. I don't know too much about German locomotives. But yeah, he stopped in the station. He's waiting for the next train to pass section 2. So you got another one running around up there. So he's going up the hill. He's waiting for him to leave. See the signal there switch to red. So when that train goes up there, and if it's too fast, it will stop at that signal. Moving on to the drive your own train section. So yeah, kids are doing that. It was very good for them, very entertaining. Back to the 3 mile bush layout again for the 3rd time. Here's the Malay. Absolutely love this locomotive. I'll just sit here and let you listen to it for a bit, or get what you can of it. Gotta say, it's pretty cool seeing the 2 separate drivers, the driving sets work together. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you will definitely not see Hand of God. That is definitely not Hand of God right there. There was definitely not a problem with coupling. Everything was perfectly fine there. So one more thing about the Malay as well, I'll just let it do this passing shot here. Another thing about the Malay, this one is actually still around. It's in preservation at Brook, which is pretty cool, and I got to see it, which I absolutely love. There's that TR again. I thought that was a pretty neat shot, so I went to grab it. It's a bit awkward, but I got it, and I was happy with it. There's another one of it coming through past the engine sheds. Here was a special, 2 climaxes, Heislers, double heading. Thought this was pretty cool. See the 2 different brightnesses in the 2 lights. You got a yellowish kind of coloured light, and you got a white light in the one trailing behind it. Also, take a note of the weathering and the rust on each of them. It absolutely astonishing, as one might say. The only clean loco that was there was the melee, but that's an exception. These were just exquisite. Every loco on that layout was amazingly put together. Like, it was put together very well. As the scene just passes through. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, and also like, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
This is very good. We'll just take it slow to make sure it fits in the tunnel.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Just wedge it and go at its speed.
You're good.
There we go. Yep, that fits. Before you come back, it's probably there.
Yeah, he's probably grabbed it out.
That's still there.
Yeah.
There you go, sir.
Oh, this is so good.